I've been waiting for a couple of weeks now since I bought my AIRAID Cold Air Intake, and today we're doing the comparison tests runs. So we're going to compare the stock cold air intake from this 2016 Challenger RT and this new AIRAID Air Dam cone filter. Now the idea behind this is I really just want to, you know, there's so much crap, there's so much stock, there's so much testing out there that, you know, eventually you read them, you watch them, and you're still having a hard time to conclude to yourself, is it worth it, is it not worth it, you know, do you actually, you know, pick up a few HP, do you heat soak your engine because now you don't have the cold air box. You know, there's so many factors about this filter, you know, this air intake, that it's hard for anyone out there to make their own you know, definitive idea. And I think for myself, the only definitive idea is to get one and test one and get my own result and see how it works on my car. The way it's gonna set up, I'm gonna, you know, do probably 3 or 4 runs with each setup, and I'm gonna make sure, you know, all the, and this will be done back to back, so I'll do my 3-4 runs with the stock intake, and then, you know, install the new one, and I'll do again the 4 runs. So hopefully the temperature will stay the same, not much different there. It's a cloudy day, so it might be a little bit of a degree here and there, but I don't think, you know, it's going to be a factor. So hopefully it won't be a factor. If it changed drastically, we'll have to postpone and reschedule. But so yes, so temperature, I'm going to consider the I have a different level I want to test this. Obviously the 0 to 60, maybe the 0 to 100. We're going to do the 8 mile, maybe the quarter mile as well. Also validate this factor, the heat factor, and we're going to monitor the temperature. I'm going to make sure that the engine, you know, is warm. I'm giving the worst possible condition. Full tank of gas, car is loaded with kid stuff. I mean, I'm no way in configuration of track mode in the sense that, you know, this, I haven't removed anything heavy from this car, or you know, just made it as best possible to the track or to the drag strip. It's just my daily driver mode right now, so this is where I want to validate it. To the weight of this thing, the weight savings, cost, filter element. I'm trying to gather all the information out there, you know, and put it out there in this test. Hope it works out. I hope I can gather all this data and put it together in a concise way for you guys to see the results, and we'll see from there. This is RT 5.7 Hemi. It has the stock in box with the K&N oil filter. It has the charger tubes, oil catch can, Diablo Sport 93 octane tune, and pretty much the rest is stock. Although the air intake. So these are basic modifications. We have the Michelin's Pilot Super Sports. They're pretty at the end of their life, but still good. And the exhaust, we have the Flowmaster Force 2 exhaust. Has a mini resonator and Super 44 exhaust in the middle. Still cats, still stock exhaust manifold, no headers. So yeah, that's it for now. All right, first test I want to do is the audio test, and I'm going to use the sound meter application on my phone to do a dB test from the top of the hood to the inside cabin to the exhaust. Let's go. So first audio dB test is going to be from the intake tube here on top of the rum. The second one is going to be here just in front of the headlamps. The third one is going to be in the back of the car, and the fourth one is going to be on the hood, on the dash, inside dash. Open, start with windows open. And then with windows closed. All these tests are done between 4,000 and 5,000 RPM. First result, first test, stock intake, and maximum dB from the hood, top hood, 87 dB. From the headlight, 87 dB. From the exhaust, 89 dB. Inside the cabin, windows down, 83 dB. Inside the cabin, windows up, 83 dB. So that's the baseline. So we're about to do the first runs, first 3 runs back to back, and here's the situation. We're at 140 Fahrenheit intake temperature. The engine is running as usual, 203 Fahrenheit oil temperature, coolant just below 200, and temperature outside 73, and we're ready to rock. Started at 140. When I got to the line, it was 136, and then 109 is the air intake. So we dropped almost 33 degrees doing this run. Engine temperature climbed up to 12, to 13. We did a second run. We started the air intake temperature at 115, and we dropped it to 100. Also, we beat our times. We did a 5.7, 0 to 60, 13.8, 0 to 100, 9.3 at 80 miles an hour for the 8 mile, and 14.2 at 101 on the quarter mile. All right, run 3, we keep improving. .6, 0 to 100, 13.7, 0 to 100 miles per hour, 9.1, 8 mile at 80 miles an hour, and 14.0 at 100 miles an hour for the quarter mile. So that's pretty steady. I think we got it here. I think this is it. It's a good baseline. Let's do the swap now with the AIRAID, and let's see what we get.
1 Fairly easy. Took about, we're 8 minutes in now to remove the stock air box and ready to install the new air dam. I'm quite shocked by the actual weight of this thing. You know, it's fairly light. I thought it would be heavier, but it's not. It's lighter, I believe, than this assembly. I'm quite shocked. Didn't expect that. All right, guys. Here we have it. Quick installation. Took about 15 minutes by the side of the road. Stock tube, connector, oil, ram. The only thing, I couldn't keep the tube for the headlamp ram air because the tube is loose. You need to do to install a rubber around the headlamp so it can fit and snug and it hold there, but otherwise you can't let it loose because it's just jiggly. So I took it off for now, but I might reinstall it, but it doesn't change much anyway. The air is going through. So like I said, you know, the air dam provides a quick seal, except for this part here. You can see my finger here, you know, and this will verify if it seals properly. I might have put a flashlight in it, close the hood with the camera, see if we see any light. But anyway, there's a little interest there. It's not a perfect seal like the stock box, that's for sure. It's gonna bring in some hot air. So I guess let's go for a run. I'm back to the same spot parked, and we're gonna let it sit a bit with the cold air intake. See the temperature here rising. On the stock inbox, remember it was at 140 when I left for the first drag. So right now the engine is climbing to 190. So we're gonna let it warm up a bit, make sure that we have equal temperature, and then we're gonna first I'm gonna record the audio. We're gonna record the inside cabin noise with the AIRAID with the windows down. Yeah, you can hear the intake quite a lot. Wow, wow, wow. We're gaining noise. I don't know about HP, but we're gaining noise. A couple of decibel everywhere. Inside cabin, windows up, we just reached 89. 83 with the stock in, and we jumped to 89. With the windows down, it's still with 89. Before it was 83, so see, you get the correlation right there. 83 before stock airbox. Windows up or down didn't matter. Same thing now. Windows up or down didn't matter. 89 dB now with the new AIRAID. So noises is up. The exhaust noise the same, 89 dB. So from the back of the exhaust, no change there. All right, so right now we're at 143 Fahrenheit air intake. So about where we were. The engine is at 204, 203 regular. So all this is standard. I don't see any change here. Woohoo! Oh yeah. Now, first of all, as soon as I got to the line, you saw it was 143 degrees, and I've moved not even 200 feet up, and it was at 129, 127. And when I started, I just could hear it and feel it, man. This thing picks up. So with 5.50 to 60, we did a 13 flat 0 to 100. We did a 9.0 at 81 miles an hour for the 8 mile, and we did a 13.8 at 102 for the quarter mile. So right off the bat, right off the bat. Couple to 10. All right, so first fuck up is just dropped my second GoPro and it stopped working. So yeah, after this second run, temperature is back at 96. Engine 224. So yeah, I mean, this thing is dumping air. It's climbing a little bit faster than what I used to see, but it's a hot day now. It's still 73. It got up, now it's 75 degrees. So we picked up 2 degrees and we're still doing better. So let's head out for the third run. This is going to be the last run. And right now, after the run, we're at 96 degrees Fahrenheit air intake temperature. Outside it's 75 and the engine's at 226. So it's pretty hot. I can feel the heat. It's hot. Its humidity factor was at 55%. So this is it, last run, and then we head out. We compile the data and yes! Yes! It's good. It's good. Better prove it. Yeah.